Hi, this is Sara Levin, the Artful Inker. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, I'm here to share this Sweet Farewell Biggest Wish flat card with you. Let me set this aside and we'll get started. For today's card, we're going to start with the Sweet Farewell stamp set. Let me grab a piece of basic white, and I've got the sailboat, and I want my Night of Navy ink pad, and let's just make sure that's well inked and give that a stamp. And then I'm just going to set that aside for a moment, and then we're going to move on and do the sentiment. I've got my Biggest Wish stamp set, and let me grab a circle that I've already die cut from basic white using the layering circles dies. And I just want to slip a piece of scrap paper under here and grab my Pacific Point ink pad. And I'm going to start with the script Hello in Pacific Point. Just making sure that's inked up. Okay, it didn't look like it was, so we're just going to do a random design on here with, oops, put that back, and then I'm going to ink the print Hello in Night of Navy. Make sure that's well inked and that these are straightish, and we're just going to come right in over top of that. Okay, so let's close up our ink pads, and we're ready to move on to some coloring. We need to bring that sailboat back in, so I'm going to slide this off to the side and bring my sailboat back and grab my Stampin' Blends. So to color, I'm going to start with my dark Stampin' Blends, and let me see if I can zoom in here a little bit, and we'll move this over. And I want the bullet points on my markers, so we'll start with the dark here on these outside edges, and then I'm going to blend that across with the light. And then that's the end of our blue. Let's cap these up and move them out of the way. And then I'm going to add a Granny Apple Green sail using the bullet points again, and just coming across the bottom here and up this edge of the sail. You could choose the other edge of the sail. And then I'm going to come in with my light Granny Apple Green. In fact, I think I want my brush tip to lay down a little more ink over this, and I just want to come up that line again and blend, just working out a little bit at a time. And I want my lightest bit to be out at that front edge, so I'm going to come back and hopefully, there we go, we can see a little bit of shape there by doing it that way. And then I'm going to use the dark Granny Apple Green just right up here on the flag. Okay. And let's come in here with my color lifter real quickly and color some of that green back across the line. Give it a moment to dry. And I've got my dark soft suede, and I'm just going to use the color the mast here with my dark soft suede. Okay, quick and easy coloring for the sailboat. And then we need our paper snips, and this is super easy to cut out. So the first thing that I'm going to do is just take it off this larger piece of paper because it's easier to hold. And then I'm going to come in and do a little closer cut. You can leave a white edge, or you can cut all the way up to the line for the stamp, whichever one seems more comfortable. Sometimes leaving the white border makes your design pop a little bit more. Okay, and then we're just going to take this little bit out. Oops. Okay, so there's my sailboat. Now let's move these scraps out of the way and see about zooming back out. Okay, and then we're ready to put the card together. So I have used the basic borders dies, this one, on my card base. You can find a chart for those dies for their sizes on my blog. So this is a Pacific Point base that's 5.5 by 8.5 and scored at 4 1/4. And then I've used the die along the edge. It's got not only the curve but a nice bit of stitching. And I've got a whisper white layer for the inside. But before I attach my whisper white layer, I want our flap mechanism, which is 1.5 by 4, and then it's scored at 2.5. So I'm going to add adhesive on the back of this piece, and I'm going to add adhesive on the back of our inside layer, and that layer for the inside is your usual 4 by 5 1/4. So I'm putting this down, and then I'm going to slide my flap in, and I want it at the halfway point and right up on the edge. So let's fold this down, and then we're going to give everything a rub here to make sure that it's adhered. Okay, now let's close this. And I've got a piece of the Eura Peach designer paper, and it's cut at 4 by 5 1/4, and also cut with that basic borders die. And so as not to impede our flap mechanism, I'm adhering this piece with multi-purpose glue. That way it'll be flat and our flap can come right across here. Okay, so next we have our sentiment, and I've cut a coordinating layering circle out of Pacific Point, and I'm going to layer these two pieces together using dimensionals. Okay, and then we're going to put some dimensionals here. Oops. I need a third hand sometimes. Okay. And I want to put our sailboat, just tuck it right in along the edge here. So I'm going to give that just a tiny bit of adhesive here. Give it a hold. And then we're going to add our sentiment. Make sure my main hello is straight. And there we go with our Sweet Farewell Biggest Wish flap card. Thanks for stopping in. This was Sara Levin, the Artful Inker of theartfulinker.com. Give this video a thumbs up and share it with your card making friends. If you're in the United States, please purchase some of your Stampin' Up! Supplies in my store. There's a link in the description below. And when you subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the bell, you'll be notified the next time I upload a video. Have a great day. Bye.